We do not rise to the level of our goals, but we fall to the level of our systems. And these are the systems that surround us each and every day, systems that we might not recognize them directly, but this has been tested and proven to be true. And we'll be talking about that in this episode. And maybe have you ever wondered why, certain type of people find life to be so easy, to be so effortlessly to live, while others struggle each and every day to make a step forward. Now, this has been tested, has been researched, tested and proven that part of our life, and especially the biggest part of our life, is being influenced by the systems that surround us, systems that we carry along the way, the environment around us, the people that we interact with each and every day, and the tiny habits that we practice each and every day. Now, we'll be digesting this a little bit deeper in this episode, and I cannot talk about this without being guided by a book that I've been reading for the past this summer. And it's a book that has really opened up my mind in a bigger way. In a book that I want us to talk about it is some of the things that I've taken out of this book. And you know what? It's a book that has been written by James Clear. Perhaps most of you have read it, but if you have not read this book, I highly recommend that you should get a copy, whether it is hard copy or soft copy. Get a book, get it and read. Give it a read. It's called Atomic Habits. And it talks about the tiny habits that we carry along the way, that we do even without recognizing that we are doing them, that ends up being so lethal, influencing our lives in a bigger way. We'll be talking about that, and we'll be digesting, diagnosing this book a little bit deeper, and I'll be giving my review and how this book has really, opened up my mind. But before that, I just moved into this apartment like a couple of days ago, and you know what? I felt that before we dive into the book, we should make some tea, and not just any other tea. And this will be like the first, cup of tea I'll be making in this house since I moved into this house. It's not just any other tea, but I'm talking about Kenyan tea. This is called Fahari ya Kenya. Fahari ya Kenya. Now, for Fahari, I think this is a Swahili word. And to me, I would interpret this as, the pride of Kenya, or maybe something to, the beauty of Kenya. But it's for those who don't know, tea is actually, Kenya is among the major exports of tea in the world, and much of the Kenyan tea is actually produced locally, and especially in the Rift Valley region of the country. And just to read something little that caught my attention, it says Fahari ya Kenya tea is the #1 trusted brand in Kenya. It is a blend of high quality teas carefully selected from the best gardens in the east and west of the Great Rift Valley. For those who don't know, the Great Rift Valley cuts across Kenya, to ensure consistency in taste and aroma. This type of tea, you don't just get it anywhere in the market. This one, I had to walk around in so many stores just to find this. It is not just any other tea, but this is a taste of pure Kenyan. So if you have not tasted it, please let me know in the comment section. I can get one for you and send it your way. But we're going to make a Kenyan tea. And so after the tea is ready, we're going to digest the book, and I'll be giving my review of how the book is all about. So let's do it. All right. All right. The tea will be ready in some few seconds. I'm going to put it here. So how do we make the Kenyan tea? The Kenyan tea is very easy. You just put some water in your container. We call it sufuria in Swahili. You put it some cold water or hot water if you want to, but I want it to boil. So I'm gonna wait until it boils, and then there are some people who want to take it as black tea just without any milk. I won't be doing that tonight, today, but you can take it like that. You just put a little bit of it, wait for it to boil, put some sugar, and it's ready to go. Not complicated, but the best. But for me, I'll add some milk just to give it the Kenyan taste. So we're gonna wait for it to be ready, and once it's ready, then we'll head back to the Atomic Habits. But even before, as we wait for the water to boil, I can just give you an overview of how this book has really influenced my life. You see, there are those tiny habits that we take or we see from people, and we take them to be part of our lives, and sometimes we don't recognize that. You know, this book talks about how you can. It's actually a self guide of how you can better your habits. Whether you're trying to get rid of bad habits or you're trying to build new habits, then this is the book to read. This is the book to read. And one interesting thing about this book, it talks about something called the 1% improvement. The 1% improvement. And it's so interesting that the author talks about how the human brain is made up to, or I would put it this way, like, we all want to live a good life. We all want success. We all want to live, the high standard lives that lives that we see people on social media living, but we don't know the sacrifice behind it. We don't know, what they done before for them to achieve that success. But most of us think that this success was just an overnight thing. But the author talks about the 1% increment. Like, if you try to better yourself by just 1% each and every day for 360 days, you will see a tremendous change in your life. But that might sound confusing a little bit. How can I just improve just 1% each and every day for 360 days? It's not easy. And I'll tell you why it's not easy, but it's doable. It's doable. It takes a lot of sacrifice, but it's doable. I don't know whether, and if you've never tried this, maybe you should ask people who, they are gym lovers. So maybe they love going to workout or doing workout, whether, in the gym or in the house. You will understand that keeping the consistency, going to the gym each and every day, it's not easy. And as a practical example, before I moved into this apartment, I used to live in another apartment whereby the gym was like just, crossing the road. You just cross the road. It's less than 100 meters. So it's somewhere I can just walk, and within like 3 minutes, I'm to the gym. I registered for this gym like 2 years ago, and I've been paying for a subscription that, honestly speaking, that in a month I could, barely go to the gym for like less than 10 times. And it's just a walking distance. So you go to the gym the first day and you feel, oh, you did a very good job. And then you go tomorrow, and then the other day or the following day, you feel like, it's too hard. Now, what the 1% says is that you're going to have to keep that consistency. You're going to have to, go to the gym, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to wake up to do that assignment at 5 a.m. in the morning, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to leave that bed, whether it's 4 a.m. in the morning, because success needs consistency. So I tried the gym for some times this summer, and I can say that I've seen change. in my body. I've seen change in my health, mental health. I could walk, I used to walk during the summer. I used to walk 3 days a week. 3 days a week, actually to run 3 days a week. I could do not less than 3K. An evening after work, I ran for 3 days a week. And I've seen, how the small steps compound each and every day I show up. Well, pause a little bit because the water has already boiled. And so we're going to put some of the tea is the black tea. So, I'm not going to. All right, that's enough. That's enough for today. What else? I need sugar, so I'm using the Domino granulated sugar. I think the heat is high, so I'm gonna put it on low. I'll add some milk. All right. This is actually 1% low-fat milk. So I'll put some milk. I think that's enough. And then I'll put sugar. I'll put sugar. What am I gonna use to put sugar? Let me see. Okay. I have the sieve here, so I'm gonna use it here to put the sugar. I think this is enough. I don't want to take a lot of sugar. Actually, I feel like that's a lot. Don't take a lot of sugar. Oh, I messed up some here. But well, now we wait for it to boil, and we should be good to go. We should be good to go. Okay, I'm gonna put that there. So, yes. Well, as we wait, I was talking about the 1% increment. So I started doing that. I started, going to gym 3 times a week. I started running 3 days a week, and I've seen a change in my body. And I've seen people have actually told me, you've really changed. And on top of that, I said, it's not enough, because sometimes I could run and I could feel like I don't feel like I want to wake up tomorrow and go to work. I don't want to feel like I want to run again tomorrow, because running is crazy. It's crazy. If you have not tried to run, it's crazy. And I was just trying to implement what I've been reading on this book. And I can tell you today, as I walk, when I do my work each and every day, I feel re-energized. I feel so healthy. I started working on my diet. I stopped eating junk food. And so, and I remember at some point my friends were like, can we order a pizza? Can we order some burgers? And I was like, guys, I don't want to take that. And maybe at some point they feel like I'm overdoing, but I had a mission. I was trying to eliminate anything that is gonna make me not feel fit, because the goal was to feel fit. The goal was to feel fit, and also not just because I'm reading the book, because I want to keep fit. I'm not yet there, but I can see the change. And on top of that, we started playing soccer with a group of mine, and actually we started playing soccer 2 days a week. Every evening after work on Tuesday and on Thursdays, we started playing soccer for the entire of this last summer. And I can tell you, the first day that we went to the field, everybody couldn't run or couldn't keep up the pace in the soccer field for 15 minutes. We could take like multiple water breaks. And we were like, man, I felt overweight. I weighed 100 kgs. And I was like, man, I don't feel like this body is mine, But now let me tell you, 3 months down the line, I've lost almost close to 5 kgs, and I feel so fit when I run on the field. And I can tell you there is success in consistency. There is success in consistency. So in terms of the goal for me was to keep fit and to feel healthy. And so some of the things I started doing was to go to the gym, run after work in the evening, and also play soccer twice a week. And you know what? I've seen the results. I've seen the results. And that is one of the things that this book has really taught me. Another one is the habit loop. The habit loop. Most of us, we fail to understand the bad habits that we are actually living in, and the good habits that we want to build, because we do not recognize the habit loop. Once you recognize the habit loop, it becomes very easy for you to say, I want to keep these habits and I want to do away with these habits. When I started reading this book, I would say this is actually the first book that I have read after 10 years of not reading a book. The last time I read a book, I think it was and it was in 2015. And in 2015 was a year after I did my high school. And I remember I used to be a book reader, I used to read books. But after that, I don't know what happened. It's just a habit that I picked from nowhere, and I became, book dormant. I didn't read any other book for 10 years. And I remembered this year, or the start of this year, I started asking myself, I'm gifting people books to read, but why am I not reading myself? And I was like, wait a minute, that's being like stupid of me. And so I said, for this year, I'm gonna buy this book. And one day I was doing my grocery shopping, and I found this book, and I said, I'm gonna start with this one. And I can tell you, this is one of the best books I've read so far. So the point is, identify the habit loop. The habit of reading. I used to read, but I stopped for 10 years. And now I'm back at it again. And I already know what will be my next read, because I'm already done with this one. So once you identify what you are, the habit loop, it becomes easier for you to curate your new habits and also to do away with your bad habits. If you're a person who is struggling with things like, let's say, gambling, I've been a gambler for quite some time, and I know, the rough side of it. And I can tell you, the rule always remains, the house will always win. And I remember there are moments when I used to gamble, and it's crazy. I think it's one of the worst addictions ever I have ever experienced. Gambling is so bad that you can gamble the last coin that you're supposed to buy the food to put on your stomach. And I remember when time came and I said, I'm not going to do that again. You identify the habit loop. And by identifying the habit loop, the author talks about 4 things. You're going to identify the cue. The cue is that thing that is the need to. Why? Sometimes when you're a gambler, anytime you get some money, you think of it. There's a trigger that is triggered in your brain that reminds you of how to get that quick money. Once you identify the cue, then you can identify the trigger. First thing is to see, and our eyes are like the mirror of the environment that we are in. So we use our eyes, and signals that comes through our eyes. I think the eyes perceive so many things. So when you see something and you like it, there's a cue that is created in your brain. And then there is a trigger that is triggered in your brain such that you start liking to do something. You start wanting something. For instance, if you're a lover of, speed cars or racing cars, when you see a GLE driving, on a highway, or you see something like a Mercedes, or you see something like BMW or a Porsche, you start wanting to have that thing. There's a trigger that is triggered in your brain. So in the habit loop, there are those 4 steps. You're identifying the cue, then identifying the trigger, and then identifying the response. How are you going to respond to that? For instance, for my case, I love bikes. Anytime when I'm driving on the road and I see a bike, whether it's a super bike or just a normal bike, my mind gets distracted a little bit. So there's a trigger that is triggered on my brain. But wait a minute, pause, because my tea has actually, it's boiling now. And of course, I'm gonna use my sieve. This is how we do it, the Kenyan way. I'm gonna do it like that just to make sure that the tea mixes well with the milk and the sugar. And I think, wow, it's boiling. It's boiling. And because it's boiling, there's no any other formula. The tea is ready. So I'm gonna turn off. And then I am gonna use, I don't know, do I even have a copy in this house? Oh my goodness, I have no idea. Let me check. Guys, you're gonna bear with me because I'm still new. Yeah, I have this one. This cup was given by the Graduate Student Association, where I graduated about 1 year ago now. So I'm gonna use my sieve. It's that simple. Ooh. And my tea is ready. And you can see, it might not be the best, but let me tell you, this one is everything. This one is everything. It's super hot, but don't mind about that. So I was talking about identifying the cue, identifying the trigger, and then identifying the response. How will your brain respond? How will your body respond? If you see something like a good shoe with someone, you start liking, oh, I would like to wear something like that. And then what will be the reward? And once you pair all those things together, you have actually built a habit. And that's any habit. Any habit. And then the author continues to talk about something like, if you want to build a good habit, or if you want to get away of a bad habit, then there are 4 categories, 4 things that you should actually do. One of the things is to make that habit obvious. For instance, when we started playing soccer 2 days a week, we made sure that not any single Tuesday or Thursday of the week that we skipped to play soccer. And therefore, each and every, around 6 p.m. in the evening, we all could, carpool. We could draw, we drove like 40 minutes to the field, and we played each and every day for 2 days a week. We make it obvious. That's how you build a good habit. And then you have to attach that habit that you want it to be obvious, make it attractive. When we went to the soccer pitch and, we take possession, there are those who play the midfield, center back, right wing, left wing, and forward and striking and stuff. We get our positions and we stick to the positions, and we know, like, if we are playing to the opponent team, we want to win. So if we win by 5 goals today or 1 goal today, we are motivated to play for the next day. And so you make the habits attractive. And these are some of the things that has really, the tea is super hot. I'm going to try. I hope I don't burn my lips. Ooh, fantastica. Kenyan tea. Try it, guys. It's wonderful. And so, as I wind up, as I wrap up this, I'm saying, make the habit obvious, make it attractive, and then the other thing, make it like you cannot do without it, because if you make it consistent, then it becomes part of your life. You know, you do it today, you do it tomorrow. You go to the gym today, you go to the gym tomorrow. The other week you do the same thing. The other week you do the same thing. It becomes part of you. And therefore, it becomes very easy for you to build that habit. And the opposite is true. If you're struggling with things like maybe alcoholism, or maybe drug abuse, or maybe gambling, or maybe, let's say, relationship, the opposite is true. It's true as well. Make it unattractive. Make it unobvious. So if you have to stop gambling, then you have to put it somewhere. There's the power of writing something down and saying it, even saying it loud. Let's say you get addicted to gamble anytime when you get paid or you get some money. Immediately that money hits your bank, remind yourself, I'm not supposed to gamble again. I'm not supposed to buy this stuff to impulse buy this month. I'm not supposed, when you speak it loud, it's gonna stick. And it's gonna help you to stop doing that habit. And therefore, guys, there's a lot that we can talk about this book, and I'll be, sharing more about this book because I haven't even scratched the surface. But I would recommend that get your copy. Get your copy, read it, curate the habits that you want to keep and those that you want to, you're struggling to stop. This one will help you to build a strategy that will take you from point A to point B. I hope you guys that you've enjoyed that part of the book and also enjoyed me making the Kenyan tea. And therefore, see you guys in the next episode. Let me know what I should cook next or I should prepare next in the next episode. Of course, it's gonna be Kenyan. Thank you guys.